Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Earlier, we were talking about the Bulls versus the Hawks, and now we're going to be discussing Jontay Porter receiving a lifetime ban from the NBA for violating gambling rules. Whew.
Wow. Okay. Fire away on this one. I
Okay.
want to. I want to hear. I want to hear. Get all the details on this one.
Okay, so Johnny Porter of the Toronto Raptors has been given a lifetime ban by the NBA for violating the league's gambling policy. The NBA released a statement Wednesday announcing and explaining its ruling. A league investigation found that Porter violated league rules by disclosing confidential information to sports bettors, limiting his own participation in one or more games for betting purposes, and betting on NBA games. The statement read. The NBA's investigation found that Porter purposely limited his participation in the Raptors' March 20th game against the Sacramento Kings, specifically to influence the outcome of one or more bets on his performance. Against the Nets, Porter claimed he felt ill after playing just 3 minutes. The NBA also found that prior to the game, Porter disclosed confidential information about his health status to an individual he knew to be an NBA bettor. A different individual associated with Porter also bet that Porter would underperform March 20th as a part of an $80,000 parlay the bettor placed with an online sportsbook. And there's more. From January through March 2024, while traveling with the Raptors and the Raptors G League team, Porter placed at least 13 bets on NBA games using someone else's betting account. Those bets ranged from $15 to $22,000 for a total of $54,094. The total payout from those bets was $76,059, resulting in winnings of $21,965. None of the bets involved any game in which Porter played, but he did bet on the Raptors to lose as part of 3 different parlay bets, and all 3 bets lost. Porter, who is 24, hasn't played since the NBA began investigating him for betting irregularities on March 25th. The Raptors removed him from the lineup prior to that night's game against the Brooklyn Nets, and he hasn't reappeared since. Porter, who is the brother of Denver Nuggets star Michael Porter Jr., was in his first season with the Raptors. He was on a 2-way deal with the team, and he averaged 4.4 points and 3.2 rebounds in 26 games this season. And also,
Okay.
I
Go
just
ahead.
want to add really quick, because I was curious, because, an NBA player making bets and helping other people win money. I was wondering, like, how much money is he making in the NBA right now? Because I was like, why would you really need to bet on stuff if you're getting paid a reasonable amount of money? So, his Porter's NBA earnings, according to Spot Porter earned $2.3 million over 3 seasons from the Grizzlies. In 2019 and through 2020, he earned 197,933. 2020 to 2021, he earned $1,900,000, and then in 2021 to 22, he earned $300,000. So, and with
Okay.
the Raptors, he was valued at 400,000 $794. So I
Okay.
was curious
First
about that.
off, player. No, that's great information. I'm glad you
Mm-hmm.
did that. But when you start looking at players,
Mm-hmm.
there is nothing more detrimental to a league
Mm-hmm.
than people to question, was the game fixed?
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing will destroy a league more than
Right.
people questioning,
Mm-hmm.
are these games on the up and up? Every fan out there is kind of like, oh, I heard this the other day. They want LeBron in the playoffs. So, if they lost, they would make sure that LeBron won in the final play-in game because, they're not going to have the playoffs without LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely crazy. That would never happen because it would destroy the credibility. If it ever was found out, it would destroy the credibility of the league. Mm-hmm. It would be a federal offense to fix games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's something that people play in the back of their head. The referees are setting it up so this person wins or this team wins, or the referees don't like us. Let's say if you're a Georgia fan, I'm sure you've heard this. The referees want Alabama to win, so they're going to get all the calls. And if you're in Alabama, they want Georgia to win, so they get all the calls. See, that's what I mean.
Those words.
Exactly. And it's crazy. It's not true at all because the one thing any sports league must have is credibility.
Yes.
There's only one league in the world that credibility doesn't matter, and that's called wrestling. WWE. You don't want to be categorized as choreographed events.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why Dana White works so hard to keep wrestling away from UFC because of the image of any of the fights being fixed.
Mm-hmm.
So I fast forward to in March when this first came out, and I'm in a production meeting, and we have, a number of people in our production meeting, and our basketball host Nelson brings it up. Brought Nelson up again today, and he talks about it, and I said, and you're my witness on this one. I said they should ban him for life.
Mm-hmm.
There should be, without any chance he should ever come back. And everyone in the meeting was really, really shocked that I said that.
Mm-hmm.
And fast forward a month or so later, what did he get?
Banned
a lifetime ban. Because he's not just undermining his play. He's not undermining the game. I mean, his team. He's undermining the league.
Here's my thing.
Okay, fire away, girl. Wait. When my girl face do
here's my thing.
I just shut on up and step away. You dive right into this thing.
It's such a slap in the face, especially to people who dedicate their life to this game. I mean, will start playing basketball at a very young age, work all the way up to high school, then go to college, try to get into a good college so that they can eventually move their way up to the NBA. And this is just gross. This is disgusting. This is such a slap in the face to anybody else out there who their life is this game. And it just seems like he didn't really care about the fact that he received a huge opportunity that not very many people get in their life, and then he just throws it all away. He throws it all away.
1 out of a million people will make the NBA.
Right.
And the NBA is incredibly flexible.
Mm-hmm.
The one rule they have, you don't bet on games. The NFL, you don't bet on games.
Mm-hmm.
The UFC, all those guys, you can't go and say, hey, I'm going to bet that I'm going to lose this fight. You know what I mean? You can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And what he has done, first off, he averages 4.4 points a game, 3.2 rebounds, 2.3 assists.
Mm-hmm.
That's what his average was.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of talking to his bookie, maybe he should have been working on that game a little bit.
Maybe we should go, practice
Or
a little bit more.
wait, Sister Faith here. I've been calling you Sister Faith lately. Maybe he looked at his stats and being like, listen, I'm only getting 4 points a game on average. I don't have a long time in this league. Maybe I need to start padding that bank account or something. I don't know.
It's
But
just
you
such a
know,
lazy mentality. It's such a
absolutely.
lazy mentality to have.
And I mean, and you go back and you mentioned some of the things that they found out again. If you go back to the article again and mention some of the things that they found out when they started investigating. It's way worse than I even thought it was.
Yeah. Let's see. So, the NBA found that prior to the March 20th game, Porter disclosed confidential information about his health status to an individual he knew to be an NBA bettor. A different individual associated with Porter also bet that Porter would
Wait,
underperform.
wait. Okay, let's take these one by one.
Okay.
So he went to a guy that was a sports bettor and gave information saying, "Hey,
About his health
I'm not going to
status.
be playing." So then that could be, hey, you give me this update, I give you this little kickback. So I'm not going to play. That's money that they might not even caught, but the people do that. So he gives them, hey, update on my health. I'm not going to be playing. This guy bets a lot of money. Go give me another one. I said,
So a different individual associated with Porter also bet that Porter would underperform on March 20th as a part of an $80,000 parlay the bettor placed with an online sports book.
Okay, now look at this one. I was just taking them one by one. One of his buddies said, I'm going to bet that this guy's going to underperform. Well, guess what? What is the easiest way in a game to fix a game? I bet that Faith is going to perform badly in this game. She's not going to play, or she's barely going to score any points. I dropped $80,000 on that. And all of a sudden, Faith doesn't play that well. Do you see how that's insider information? That's a federal offense. Not only do I think that he's going to get a lifetime ban, but do not be surprised if he does not face federal crime.
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to look around and go from, hey, I am an NBA player to, this is alleged. He hasn't been convicted yet, but this is what they found. If they find this to be true, he could be facing federal crimes, facing federal time. There's one that you talked about. There was a bet for him that he wasn't going to perform well, and then he started a game and then said he was sick, like a couple minutes into the game. This is fixing a game on not on a large level, but on such a small level but you can see how that inside information gives whomever's working with him a big leg up, and they're fixing the bets. It may not fix the game, it may not have effect on the outcome of the game, but it definitely affects. It's stealing money from the sports book. It's stealing money from the people that don't have this information, and it's wrong. He will never, if I don't see him ever being allowed back in whatsoever.
No.
He will never ever be able to play in the NBA again. So he's destroyed his career off of this.
Yeah.
He might have destroyed his life because of this.
Yeah, I don't see how there could not be a case that comes along with this. I don't see how that's
I'm not a federal agent. I'm not on a grand jury, but these are very serious charges that tend to come with very serious time.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go to a federal prison.
No, You don't.
You do not want to go to a federal
Yeah.
prison. And, man, I just think it's absolutely crazy. I don't know. From what they're reporting, this is what the NBA has said that they have found. We're not making any accusations. We're just stating what the
Yeah.
NBA has said they have found. And these are serious charges that it doesn't matter who, let alone a guy that's only averaging 4 points a game, but it doesn't matter who the player is. Any player with that kind of these type of charges can be the greatest player ever lived to the worst player ever lived.
Yeah.
You're done. Your career
Yeah.
is over. It's sad to see that happen,
It is sad.
but I think the punishment fits the crime. A lifetime. I mean, it's weird to say. I feel like he's getting off with just a lifetime ban.
Yeah.
If he just walks out of this thing with just a lifetime ban and that's it, he is incredibly. He's a lucky man.
Yeah.
Now you get that what I'm saying. If I'm gonna repeat this again, if he just walks out of here with I will never be able to play in the NBA ever again, and that's it, he is incredibly lucky.
Yeah.
Because the other side of that is I'm spending the next few years at summer camp. And you understand summer camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a federally mandated summer camp, let's just say.
Yeah.
Not a smart move. Not a smart move at all. So
No, it's not.
you know what that means now. We wrapped up.
Tate always gets so excited for my little stories.
Yes. So when you see something like this, it makes you like, man, I need a drink. And when you have a drink, sometimes one drink turns into two drinks turn into three drinks, four drinks turns into something incredibly dumb.
Yes.
Which goes into our
Thirsty Thursday segment. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break and then we'll dive into it after that. So we'll see you guys in a minute.